With one written statement, Governor Brian Kemp created an opening for multiple Republicans trying to jump into the race for U.S. Senate in 2026. Zach Merchant, my co-anchor on the Georgia Vote, joining us now. So, Zach, it's been a bit of a waiting game, but now the governor is out. What does this mean for the Senate race?
It means a whole lot, and maybe in its most simple terms, it means that this race was just injected with a big dose of uncertainty. Now, if Governor Kemp had launched a Senate campaign, it was widely expected other potential Republican contenders would back off, effectively allowing him to cruise through the primary pretty much unopposed. But now that he has made it clear he won't be running, all bets are off. And it is a long list of potential contenders who may jump into the race to challenge incumbent Democratic Senator Jon Ossoff, including some well-known Georgia politicians. One possible candidate is Republican Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, who indicated in an interview on the Georgia Vote just last week that he is considering a run for either governor or Senate in 2026. Here is a part of that exchange. When you look ahead to those races, what kind of candidate from your party do you hope emerges?
A true conservative.
What does that look like?
I think you're looking at him.
You're running?
Could be. I'm looking at all my options, and we're talking to our team, and so we'll let you know, in a few months.
Now, another Republican not ruling out a run for Senate is Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene. The third-term Congresswoman from Northwest Georgia was asked about it in an interview on News Nation last night.
And I'm very grateful for the support I have in Georgia. The polling shows I can win the governor's primary, or I can win the Senate primary.
So what are you going to do?
Also continue to represent my district.
So what are you going to do if you?
That's a choice that I can make, and I'll give it some thought.
Well, in a recent poll of potential Senate matchups from the AJC in cooperation with the University of Georgia, Raffensperger had the best outcome against Ossoff of any Republican not named Brian Kemp, but he still trailed by 9 percentage points. The incumbent senator had a much more comfortable lead against Congresswoman Greene, leading her in that potential matchup by 17 points. Others, like Congressman Mike Collins and Buddy Carter, as well as Insurance Commissioner John King, are rumored to be contemplating campaigns of their own. Of course, we will be tracking it closely as the next few weeks and few months mark a key time in this race when the pressure will increase for would-be contenders to announce their decisions and, importantly, start raising money, and a lot of it. This Georgia Senate race in 2026 is expected to be one of the most closely contested and most expensive in the country.